Okay. Am I streaming? Yes, I am. Okay. Advent of Code. Day 19. Please let this be the one that I succeed because I cannot take another loss. Day 17 and 18 were too hard for me because I suck, probably. Oh la la. Alright. Day 19. The elves of Gear Island are thankful for your help and send you on your way. They even have a hang glider that someone stole from Desert Island. Since you're already going in that direction, it would help them a lot if you would use it to get down there and return it to them. As you reach the bottom of the relentless avalanche of machine parts, you discover that they're already forming a formidable heap. Don't worry though, a group of elves is already here to organize the parts and they have a system. To start, each part is rated in each of 4 categories. X extremely cool looking, M musical, A aerodynamic and S shiny. Then each part is sent through a series of workflows that will ultimately accept or reject the part. Each workflow has a name and contains a list of rules. Each rule specifies a condition and where to send the part if the condition is true. Okay, the first rule that matches the part being considered is applied immediately and the part moves on to the destination described by the rule. The last rule in each workflow has no condition and always applies if reached. Consider the workflow this. This workflow is named X and contains 4 rules. If workflow X were considering a specific part, it would perform the following steps in order. Rule X greater than 10, 1. If the part X is more than 10, send the part to the workflow named 1. Okay, I see. There was a similar thing with monkeys in the previous year, I think. And also this awful looks like, yeah. Okay, so there is a condition, and if this condition is reached, branch to that workflow. Rule otherwise, so it first tries to match this, and then this, and then this. Otherwise, it's always this one. It's like, yeah, it's like if, else if, and then else. Otherwise, if the part is A, otherwise, if the part is A, yeah. Rule otherwise, because no other rule is matched, the part is immediately accepted. Oh, okay, so R is rejected, R is rejected, and A is accepted. And okay, and if it's not R or A, it's a label to another workflow. If a part is sent to another workflow, it immediately switches to the start of that workflow instead and never returns. If a part is accepted, sent to A, or rejected, sent to R, the part immediately stops and any further processing. The system works, but it's not keeping up with the torrent of weird metal shapes. The elves ask you if you can sort a few parts and give you the list of workflow and some part ratings, your puzzle input, for example. Okay, so those are the workflows and those are the parts. Okay, the workflows are listed first, following the blank line, then the rating of the parts. The elves would like you to sort all the parts, begin with the workflow named in. This one. In this example, the 5 listed parts go through the following workflows in queuing, okay? Ultimately, 3 parts are accepted, adding up the X, M, A, and S rating of each of the accepted part give you this number. Then for the part with Then all of the rating of all the accepted parts gives you the total sum of this. Okay, let's copy the example like so. Clip example. Yes. And let's run this. Okay. So I want to. So first there's a what do we call it? Work flows, which is a map of a string to a slice of and let's call it a rule, like so, declared rule, because rule will be here, and it's a struct that is let's call it variable, which will be a string. Condition, which is rune, because I don't care about making enumerations for this stuff. Let's just keep the plain character, and it's always greater or lower. Yeah, there is no other condition type. That's good. And then jump, which is a string. Okay, that's fine. For line in strings, split line iterator s, and we do if line is blank, do break the loop. Okay, and then we will have parts here, which will be a dynamic array of part, I guess. Yes. And we do that a part. It is called a part, yes. Then ratings of the parts. Yeah, let's just call it a part. That's fine. Struct, and then there is an x m a xma and s. Okay. And then we do the same thing here, and then we do line is equal to strings. We do first trim, and we want to do line, and we want to cut out those. Then we want to do strings, split. I guess a split iterator is fine. And we want to do part is just part like so, uninitialized. And we want to split iterator on the line, and we want the separator to be this. Yes, and we do for rating in this, and we do label, no, variable. I guess it's rating label, maybe. Let's call it rating label here as well. rating label, then stuff we remove, and then the rating value like so, and this is strings partition of rating, and separator is an equal sign, and I'm parsing this, currently parsing this up, and then we do part, then we do a switch on rating label, which is case x, and this means that part x is equal to str. I need to import the str conversion like so, and I need to restart this thing, conv atoy rating value. What is advent of coding? It's advent of code, and it's I mean, you know what an advent calendar is? It's like the 25 days before Christmas, you open like a little chocolate every day. Well, here you replace the chocolate by a programming problem, and yeah, that's it. So every single day until Christmas, you have one programming problem, and with a description and then a little example, and then they give you, and yeah, you have to solve that by making a program in any language that you want, and yeah, that's it. It's pretty fun. And as the day go by, the higher the days, the harder the problem generally. So as you can see, days like most of the first days, I managed to do them fully, and there is 2 stars because there is a 2 part to the problem, and again, like the first part is relatively easy, and then the second part is harder. And as you can see, day 17 and 18, so yesterday and the day before yesterday, I didn't manage to do anything because those were too hard for me. But yeah, still I keep doing it because I'm still learning some stuff. Yeah, it's nice if you, I don't know, you want to end the year well by learning a couple of things, and you can. It's what I do every year is that I learn a new programming language with it. So you just pick a language that you would like to learn, and this year for me it's the Odin programming language, and it's nice to learn it that way. You should try it. So there is M, there is A, and there is S, and here M, A, S, and then by default it's a panic invalid rating label, like so. I like your advanced C series. Yeah, thank you. Seems like learned quite a few things. Yeah, that was my goal to teach the more obscure, the more obscure stuff of C. Because yeah, I feel like I felt like there isn't a lot of YouTube content for this. There is a lot of like obscure blogs or like Stack Overflow threads that are very down in the threads, but not a few like easy to find group of information like this. So yeah, I'm happy you liked it, and I will keep doing it for I think for this week or the next one as well. I still have a few topics to cover, although the topics I have to cover now are like less important than the one I've covered so far. But yeah, I'm not sure if I should do like as well like a more beginner intermediate tutorials, because I mean beginner tutorials there is definitely a huge amount of them on the internet because they're easy to make. But intermediate, I'm not sure. That could be interesting. I was also maybe thinking of doing data structures series of video where I, for example, explain how you can make a hash table in C, So like a Python dictionary or like a map in C++ and how it's implemented under the hood and how you can make this in C. I think you should create a similar series for CPP or some other languages. Yes. So the problem is that the only language that I know very, very well is Python. And well, first of all, I know I'm like very advanced user in Python, but I don't like the language that much. And also there is a huge amount of information on Python on YouTube already, so I don't think I will say anything new that any other. I don't think I can do better than what is already there. But for C++, I don't know. I haven't written enough C++ to like teach it. I think for data structure, try to create the complex data structure like graphs and hash map. Yeah, that was my goal. Yeah, I didn't want to do like, oh, here is a tutorial to do a linked list, guys. You've never heard that before? You know, of course, everybody knows like the basics, like a linked list or just allocating an array with malloc. But what I wanted to do is, hash table or a sorted binary tree, which you can implement a hash table with, like a hashing, like a mapping thing with it as well, like a sorted map versus an unsorted map. I wanted also, as you said, a graph. What I really wanted to do as well is dynamic arrays. So like, the C++ vectors, if you learn how those are actually implemented under the hood, is extremely useful. And I have done that before in C, and yeah, it makes a lot of things clearer. But besides that, I don't know actually. libft, let's see, clone, because I have an old repository where I used to implement a shit ton of stuff. Yeah. So I'll call them vec, and as you can see, LSP stop. I've implemented this before, and vec, learning how you can do all this shit would be nice, I think. Right now it's the Odin programming language. So this is I will put the link in chat if you want. It's like it's a pretty obscure programming language, but yeah, it's really fun actually. It's like a more modern version of C, in my opinion. Actually, it's it's like the slogan of the language. Odin is a C alternative for the joy of programming. And to be honest, like so far, of all the programming language I've learned, and I have learned a lot, this is one of the best. I think Golang and this one are my favorite ones so far, because they're just so simple. Like that's pretty much it. Like it's a language that doesn't get in my way, and that is just high level enough, but you can still do low level stuff easily in it if you want to. So yeah, and it has a bunch of this programming language is more oriented for the graphics and video game and low level optimized stuff, or like making a physics simulation and so on, I think. What are your views on Carbon Lang? I haven't tried it yet. I mean, I know it exists. I know it exists, but it seems fine. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, if this can replace C++, I'm very happy, but because C++ is, I mean, it's efficient, but like writing C++ is a nightmare because it's extremely complex. So yeah, this looks like a slightly cleaner C++. But if I had to pick between Carbon, I don't know, I think I would rather use C, Rust, or Odin, or stuff like that than than this. Maybe because I'm just more used to it. But yeah, my view on Carbon is it's fine, but I'm not planning on learning it unless it becomes a bit more popular. So yeah. But yeah, I saw that there is a by interoperability, so between C++ and Carbon. So that's quite nice, I guess. So you can call, of course, C++ from Carbon, but you can also call Carbon code from C++, which and that is nice. Share your configs, by the way, for Brave and Neovim. Could be a video ID. Yeah, it is in my list of videos. I have already done a bunch of videos on parts of my config. I have done a bunch of old videos. Did I? Actually, no, I didn't. Oh no, I did. So I did like a Tmux video and a fish shell video, which is, I mean, the shell I use, and Tmux, you know what it is. Yeah, the selling point is that it supports for CPP code as well. Yeah. But actually, like, unless you have a huge C++ code base that you want to refactor little by little, I don't really. I mean, it's nice, but I don't really see the point, because if you have a rather small project, or like a thing that is like less than 10,000 lines of code, I think you can just rewrite it from scratch. You don't actually need to like interact with the old code. Yeah, in my opinion. But I haven't. Yeah, I'm not sure. But yeah, it's if they want to improve on C++, any improvement on C++ is welcome, obviously. But yeah, you're right for the config. So I did a thing for my shell and for Tmux, but I should definitely do something for NeoVim or just Vim. And yeah, I was hesitating if I should start with Vim, because I don't use Vim anymore. I only use NeoVim. But I think I'm too lazy to like show my old Vim config. I think I would do though a NeoVim tutorial and how to set it up. That would be that could be a very interesting series of video. How to go from a basic NeoVim to something with a LSP and good syntax highlighting and so on. But yeah, for now I'm focused on the advanced C series. I would like to finish that and try to make something clean, and then I will see for the future. But thank you for your interest. It's nice to know that that people, some people care. Yep. I would like NeoVim config because I'm learning it right now, and it would be quite helpful to get a good environment. Yes. Although I think for the are you learning like NeoVim, or did you already use Vim in the past and then switch to NeoVim, or are you just starting with NeoVim without having touched Vim before? No, just starting with NeoVim. Okay, yeah. So yeah, as weird as it sounds, I would say don't learn the plugins and so on. And like, what I mean is, don't try to make it like an IDE yet. Quite new to the whole programming thing. Ah, yes, and I guess you were like maybe using VS Code or Sublime Text before, and you were like, oh, this guy programs fast on the internet somewhere and then NeoVim, which is cool. But what the best thing about Vim and NeoVim is not that you look cool in the terminal, is actually the key bindings. So I would say just learn those and it will make your life easier. Want to look cool and use Vim. Yeah, that's basically why I started as well. I was wondering how those people were editing code so fast, and here I am now. But what I did, how I learned it, and I did a small video about it, and I wouldn't say like customize it yet. Just don't worry too much about the customization. I mean, maybe the very basic stuff like add line numbers and syntax highlighting, but that's like 2 lines in your config. But I would say you type in your terminal vim tutor, and as you can see, it's a tutorial in Vim of Vim, but yeah, NeoVim, Vim, it's the same thing at this point. And you learn all the shortcuts, like all the movements, and how you can delete a line, edit a line, change a line, search text, replace text, and so on and so on and so on. And it's a very hard learning curve, but what I did personally is I did this tutorial, and then I forced myself for 2 weeks to use Vim for every single coding project I had. And after those 2 weeks, which are very painful, your fingers remember the shortcuts, and then you become very fast, and you feel very cool as well. So if your goal is to feel cool, it will be achieved through pain. So yeah. And then after those 2 weeks, I would say, because this is like the fundamental of Vim. So you have to learn that first, I would say. And after that, you can look up some stuff in NeoVim to make it look better. And also, if you say quite new to the whole programming thing, I would first focus on the programming itself rather than the editor you use. I mean, it's nice to be curious, of course, and just have fun for now, but I would just pick one programming language and do cool small projects in it, and don't worry too much about the environment or like how pretty your setup looks or how cool you are. So yeah. But remember, Vim tutor before doing plugins stuff. It's important. Anyway, what was I doing? Yes. So here, condition job, and I need a name for the workflow. I need rules, like so, and it's strings, partition of line, and this, and then we can do rules is equal to strings, trim rules, and we want to trim out the remaining this. I'm so sorry I distracted you. No issue. That's what the chat is for. You can. I'm happy to be distracted. I'm so sorry with all of this, but it was nice to interact with you. Yeah, no problem. Same thing here. I hope your coding journey goes well, and just yeah, if you want to look cool, just practice programming a lot, and yeah, it will happen. Rules. Then for rule in strings, split iterator of rules, and we want to split by the comma. And rules is this. Let's just let's just do workflows name is equal to dynamic array of rule And I guess we can make this dynamic. We can make this dynamic, and then what we want is we want to do rating label ah. We want jump in the. Don't call that a colon. What do you call the two dots again? Is this a colon? This is a semicolon. This is a comma, and this is a colon. Yes. So let's just call it a colon, because I want to get like this part, then colon, then this part, and then jump label is let's just call it jump strings partition of no, this is not rules, this is rule, and the separator should be a colon. If colon is equal to well, a colon. So that's if there is a jump. Otherwise, it will be just the lonely label. If there is a colon, we want to do no, that's just rating condition. Then rating label is this. Rating label condition and okay, yeah, there is a condition and there is a condition value, which is an integer. Condition value, and again strings partition of rating condition, and we want to split this by that's tricky. Is there a partition multi? Is there a strings partition? Ah fuck, there is index multi and split multi, but that sucks. That sucks. I guess we can do separators. I mean, I don't like doing this, but it's fine. String, which can be either this or this. And then we do like so. Split multi. And split multi takes a string and substrings. Separators, like so. And let's call it S, and this is equal to S0. This is equal to S1. Oh, wait, no, that's not correct. That's not correct. Can we do if strings index? What is index? Return the byte offset of string substring in S. Okay, so I can do this, or is there a find? Is there a search? No, okay, it's index. Rating condition and substring is this. If it's different than -1, so if it's found, we do this. Can we actually declare those in the scope above, which this one is string, I mean, all of those are strings. Actually, can we do string like so? Yes, it seems like we can. And this is like so. And we need to remove this, else, like so, and at the very end, it's a greater than. This looks okay-ish. The line is a bit too long, but whatever. Let's just put that on the side for now. Then we can append to workflow name, rule, and then rating label is rating label. Condition is condition. Condition is condition 0, and then we convert to rune. And condition value is str convert atoy conversion value, condition value, and then jump is jump. Up. Like so. And I'm very afraid that won't work, but let's print it, workflows. And last time I tried to do this, oh, it works now. Okay. Good for me, I guess. Let's do then an else here, and I need to split this on multiple lines. Then else, else. Let's print what we got otherwise. Rating condition column in jump. Let's print what we got otherwise. So we got this, and this. Okay, and those are in the. Oops. Cannot type. So those are in the rating condition. Okay. So what we need to do is do this, and then we put this to nil. We put this to 0. This is again 0. Let's even put it to -1, and this is rating condition. Rating condition is the jump label in this case. Oops. So a string cannot be nil. Okay. Okay, and now now we do for key. Let's do key value in workflows. Do println key value. So let's do cat example. Let's check my stuff is correct. So HDG. Where's HDG? HDG, this one. Then we have a first rule that is M must be greater than, so that's correct, 838, that's correct, and then jump A. And then another rule that is PV, and then it's empty, condition is empty, and jump is PV, that's correct. Let's search for PX, so first condition A lower than 6000, that's correct. Then M greater than this, and then jump A if this, otherwise an empty thing with a jump of RFG, which is correct. So okay, we got the workflows, that's nice. The parsing of this is not great, but not my best work. But yeah, it works, and It's fine. Then let's worry about this. So here at the end we have a part, and what we need to do is do append parts parts like so, and then at the very end we do for p and parts do println p. Let's check that I have the correct thing as well, and then get example. So for the parts which are down here, 784, this, and then the last one is this, and this, which is all correct. Alright, so the parsing is done. The parsing is done. The parsing is done. Let's go back here. For parts, in parts, defer, delete parts, and then defer, delete workflows, and also for k for name in workflows do delete workflows name. That works. For part in parts. Okay, that's the real logic. So we do we have a current label which is int and in, and what we do is workflow is equal to workflows of current label, and then we do for all in work in this, and what we do is actually they all start at this. They all start like this. And it's for current label is different than A, and current label is different than R for accepted or rejected. So if rule what is it? So rule rating label is equal to an empty string. We do that current label is current label is this is rule jump, and we do continue. Otherwise we do a switch on rule rating label up case, then we have again the same thing as above, x we have x m a and s. What we do is if rule condition is equal to this. We do if part x lower than rule condition value condition value. Let's put this on multiple lines because this is getting already and this can be a and this can be a and. Yes, we do current label is equal to rule jump. Yes, and we need the else if rule condition is greater than, and we have this. We do current label is like so. Wait, no, like so. Cannot convert. Yes, it's a rune. Like so. Okay, it's not crashing at least. Hop. Yeah, this is gonna be not pretty to write. This isn't going to be pretty to write, but yeah, whatever. Let's copy paste this 4 times for the time being. So what was it? There is m s x by m. Does that look good? Yes. We want to replace x by a. Wait. Replace x by a. That looks correct. And we want to replace this by x by s. X by s. Yes. Okay, this is not pretty at all. Then at the very end, we want to, so at the end of this loop, we want to do if current label is equal to a, we do something, otherwise if current label is or, we do something else. If the part is sent to another workflow, it immediately switches to the start of that workflow instead and never returns. Ah yes, I need to do I need to break the loop. I need to break the loop here. Wait, loop, like so. Because otherwise, I think the break is gonna apply to the case workflow loop. This is getting worse and worse to write, and the copy paste as well, but for now it should work. Okay. If a part is sent to another workflow, it immediately switches to the start of that workflow instead and never returns. If a part is accepted, sent to A, or rejected, sent to R, the part immediately stops and any further processing. Okay. So it will break this loop and then come back to this condition, and if it's ever A or R or R, it will stop this loop and then come to here. Okay. The system works, but it's keep. Yes, yes, yes. The workflows are listed first. Yes. Intermediary 3 parts are accepted, adding up. Okay, so we need to keep track of the ones that are accepted. Gives for the part with. For the part with and adding all of the ratings of all of the accepted part gives you the sum of this. Okay, so we just actually, or we don't care. Rating for each exception. What do you get if you add together all the rating numbers of all the parts that ultimately get accepted? Okay. So if R we don't do anything, and if we here we'll have a sum, which will be parts x plus parts what was it, a plus parts m plus parts s, and at the very end of this we fmt println the sum, and at the beginning here we do oops Freudian slip, I guess. Sum is equal to 0. That is the correct answer, I think. Yes, that is the exact correct answer. Let me copy paste the input. Input. Then we do inputs. We get this big number. And let me try it. Oh, right answer. Finally. Finally, a problem, a puzzle I can do. I'm losing my words. I'm so happy. Actually, besides the parsing, it was a very easy thing to achieve. Ah la 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 la. Okay. Still feels nice, even if that was relatively easy. And this is disgusting, but I don't know. I'm a bit too lazy to clean it up. I'm a bit too lazy to clean it up. And would it work if I don't do the workflow loop thing? I was curious about this. So let's say I remove this somewhere. Is this no? It's a different answer. Okay, so I do need this. Okay. Then part 2. Even with your help, the sorting process still isn't fast enough. One of the helps come up with a new plan rather than sorting parts individually through all of these workflows. Maybe you can figure out in advance which combination of ratings will be accepted or rejected. Each of 4 ratings, X, M, A, S, can have an integer value ranging from a minimum of 1 to a maximum of 400. Of all possible distinct combination of ratings, your job is to figure out which ones will be accepted. In the above example, there are a huge number of distinct combinations of ratings that will be accepted. Consider only your list of workflows, the list of part ratings that the else wanted you to sort. Consider only the list of workflows, the list of part ratings that you is no longer relevant. How many distinct combinations of rating will be accepted by the else workflows? Ah man, I don't like those combinatorics thing. I suck at it. It was the same thing for the day with the spring, where there was this number of combinations of a certain arrangement. Uh, each of the four ratings can have an integer value ranging from a minimum of 1 to a maximum of 400. 4,000. Of all possible distinct combinations of rating, your job is to figure out which one will be accepted. Okay, so of course the dumb solution that will take forever is to compute every single possible combination, and that would be 4,000 exponent 4, which is too large. So this is thousands, millions, billions, and trillions. So 256 trillion. That's impossible. And what to do? What to do? What to do? What to do? Oh là là. The number of combinations that will be accepted. So when we start with, let's say we start with the X thing. Ah là là, it's again going to be like a tree, a decision tree kind of thing. What was my draw online thing? Draw online. Draw online sketch.io. Okay, this was a shitty drawing. Can I move somewhere? No? Okay, can I just new? That's it. New? Yes, this. Oh, and there is blank sheet this time. Let's go. So, let's do a shitty drawing. Let's do a shitty drawing. And actually, I want to try my drawing. I bought this shitty graphical tablet a few days ago, and I mean I tried it and it's pretty hard to use. I think I should maybe take this opportunity to train on it. If it works, yes. Okay. Can I draw? Yeah, it's not. Okay. Not great. I think already my ultra wide screen is fucking with it because it's thinking that some stuff are not correct. So let's say this is for the in. So we have a workflow. God damn it, this is so hard. We have a workflow in. And then it has a bunch of rules. Then we will have something that goes to another workflow. And then it has also a bunch of rules, and then we will decide. And at some point, like, there is multiple trees like so. And at the end, the leaves are either rejected or accepted. Yeah, I cannot draw. This is so hard. I guess it's better than a mouse, but yeah, still hard. Anyway, and at the bunch, at the leaves of this tree, we have rejected or accepted. Let me look at the example one more time. So those are the workflows, and we start at the in workflow. And so there is a bunch of leaves. Actually, can I just build a tree from this? I guess I already have a tree, in a way. Because yeah, I have a map, and like it's like, instead of having pointers to the child node, I have a map that, and like the string, the label of the workflow is like similar to what an address in memory would be. So I already have a tree in that sense. But we started in, and then we can already say that there is this number below S, and that will go to px. And so we keep in mind that this number will go to px, and then we modify that all the a's in this number will go to qk, and then we go here and we go that all the numbers below x are going to be accepted. And then we go up and we modify it. So okay, I think it's a recursive algorithm. I think it's a recursive algorithm. And if every time there is a condition, you make two parts struct, and actually your part struct isn't like really one part anymore, but it's like a range. It's like a range. How would I represent a range? I mean, I can just have a start and an end. That's fine. And we call it it's a new struct called part range. And then at the very end of this algorithm, we have a bunch of structs that will be accepted, like so. And for each of those, we multiply all the components, and then we add those together, like this one and this one. And that's the answer. That is the answer. Okay. Let's try it, I guess. I think I'm running low on calories, but I haven't ate properly this morning, but let's still try it. And let me remove this shitty graphical tablet. Up, day 19, like so. Sorry. So we have a part range, which will be a struct. No, struct I said, like so, which will have similar fields to a part. And it will be x start, x up, start, like so. Actually, all of those will have a start, and all of those will have an end. Then I feel like I should put all of this in some kind of function, because we are gonna reuse it. So how could this be called? So it needs the rule, it needs the part, let's go and do this. So it will all be in a scope. Like so. And it's proc, like so, which returns, I think it will return a string. And I think it can return a string and a bool, like so. Let's call it apply rule, which is a proc, and that takes a rule, which is, well, a rule. And it also takes a part, which is a part. Oh wait, fuck, now that I have a part range, I cannot reuse this actually. Ah da 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 da. Oh. No, I guess I will be able to form a part only for the start or only for the end of the range and still use this function, I think. So this will return jump loop true, like so. We can remove all the breaks. So it's, I think, break, delete. Can't we have G, break, delete, like so? Yes, we can, okay. And then we want to current label anything. We want to replace this with return rule, jump true, like so. And at the very end, we want to return this and false. So this is still not very clean, but it is cleaner. I think we can make this cleaner by putting all of those like so. Okay, at least I think that's readable. Still not great, but readable. And if you could get like fields name from string, like a get atr or something like that. I know they have that in JavaScript as well. That would be even cleaner, but I'm not sure they have this in Odin. So apply rule, and apply rule where was here. Then we do new label. Can we do if can we do current label is equal to apply rule, and then we just have the rule, we have the part, and or else current label. Does that still work? That absolutely does not work. That absolutely does not work. Infinity, println, current label. Okay. And I'm using input example. What if I only do this for one part? So it was in, then QQZ, then QS, then LNX. Ah, yes, I'm supposed to break it, I think. So I need to do oops. I need to do if label okay, like so. Do this, and we do current label is equal to label, and we need to do if okay, and we do break like so. This is the correct answer, and if I do it on input, so this is also the correct answer. Okay, so I managed to refactor this decently, I think. Don't need to print this. Don't need this. Okay. Don't need this label anymore. Okay. Let's call this part 1. Right. Then let's do count accepted, which will be a proc which will have part, which part range, which will be part range, and it will return an int. Okay. Part range, and it will need the workflows, which is a map of string to dynamic array of rule. It will need the workflow. What else will it need? So the way we call this is we do total is equal to count accepted. Let's call it count of workflows, and let's give the address of it because I don't want to copy it every time. And part range will be a part range that is so it's start and end. So start is at 0 4 times and then 4000 4 times, like so. No, minimum of 1. Minimum of 1. So it's 1 1 1 1. Okay. Like so. Then and I need current label as well. Yeah, current label is bin. And it's a similar for loop. This is a similar for loop, and I think this condition is similar as well. But we don't break it, can we do if current label is equal to A? Well, if it's equal to R, we do return 0, that's simple. If it's equal to A, we do return all the combinations of this, so part range. And this will be long, so let's do this. So end, so x end minus part range x start. So we do the distance between those. And then we multiply like so. And here we do MAS SAM. That is fine. Yes. And so here we don't assign it, we do, we recursively go count accepted into workflows that doesn't change. And this becomes a rule jump. And the part range does not change. And we return this. Okay. And then the part where it becomes tricky. The part where it becomes tricky. Really, I don't think I will be able to reuse this. But I do need to check if rule condition value. So I still need a switch like this. Still need a switch like this. So on the label. Why does it always... so strange. I still need a switch like this where I do if rule again condition, so we can copy this, and part range x start is below rule condition value and part range and part range x and wait, no, that's enough, right? So we have a fork in the road, or like a new branch, and so lower than means, actually, do I... Hello, Ian. How are you doing? This time I succeeded in part 1. So that's already something. So I need to split the part range in two. I need part range below. Let's do part range like so. Let's do it's equal to just the original one for now. And I need the part range above. Doing great. How about yourself? Well, yeah, life is good. As I said, just solved the part 1, so I'm less sad than the 2 previous days. That's No, I'm doing great. It's still fun. And today's problem is, I mean, the conditions are a bit cumbersome, but like I think it will be interesting. So basically, what we have today is so this is an example input, and what we have is some kind of a, I don't know, basic programming language, let's say, where you have labels, and then which each label you have a list of conditions. And so, and you also, wait, so you're, like the input to this program is this, so it's basically, it's called the part, and it's just a struct with X, M, and A and S fields that have a certain value. And then you start at the in label and you say, if S is below this number for this struct, jump to the label PX, and then you jump to PX, which is this one, and then you go here, and if A is lower than this number, jump to KQ. Otherwise, you continue down the list and you do if M is greater than this number, go A. And so the special label uppercase A and uppercase R means that A means that it's accepted, R means that it's rejected. And for part one, you had to like identified, like run all of those structs to all of those, I mean, to this little program, I guess, and identify all of those that are accepted. But for part two, it's a bit trickier because they actually don't give you a list of specific parts. You need to compute, like, for values of starting from 1 to 4,000. You need to compute all the possible combinations of struct that end up as accepted. And for the example, that's a huge number, because it's 4,000 to the power of 4. But I think I have a smarter way to do this, where it's like a decision tree, where you start with a struct that is a range from 1 to 4,000, and then according to the conditions that you encounter, so let's say greater than some number here, some number here, you split it in a bunch of, like you recursively apply the conditions. And at the end, you count the number of elements you have in this range. Probably a poor explanations, but I'm doing it right now, so it's not fully clear in my mind. So if that's where we need to branch it. So we have a part range below, a part range above. And how are we going to modify it? We're going to do that part range below. So below this, we need to have x and equal to rule condition value. And part range above, x start will be condition value as well. And I guess we can do this -1. Maybe let's keep it that way for now. And then what we do is we do return count accepted of workflows. And so if it's the range below and we have lower than, it's gonna be, we actually follow the jump. Wait, we do, I think we need to do a total, like a count that is equal to 0, and then we do count plus equal. Count accepted, rule jump like so. Yes. And actually, there is no above because we don't care. It's just the current one that we need to modify. And we can modify after it. And what was expected after this one? The part range. Yeah, okay. And this is part range below. Otherwise, if it's greater than, then we need this to be above. We need to do start. Hi, bro. Hello. How are you doing? How are you doing above? Like so. And then it's this one. So if it's above, we increase the start of the range and the current range. And becomes this. Okay. Okay, that looks decently correct. Cannot assign to, yes, because I need to do part range is equal to part range. And then again, the ugly copy pasting will begin where I do this, this, and this. And suddenly this became horrible to read. Is there actually a way to maybe clean this up in advance? Because I mean, I'm into copy pasting as much as the next man, but this is a bit too much even for me. So I need a function that takes a rule and then a part range and yeah, it's similar to this one. Huh? Let's do apply rule range on so it needs a rule, which is just a rule, and it needs a part range, and it will return the new part range, and it will return the count accepted, I guess. It doesn't work, guys. I always forgot that you have to declare proc like so. And so I should... yeah, actually that doesn't really clean things up, but... Fuck. Yeah, that doesn't clean things up at all. Fuck it. Fuck it, let's copy paste. What are you working on? I am doing Advent of Code, day 19. So it's this. If you don't know what Advent of Code is, it's just one programming problem every day until Christmas. Yep. And I am currently doing day number 19. And so the problem is you have some kind of a very small programming language that has like a bunch of labels, but a bunch of conditions, and you have to, if this condition is true, you have to jump to this label. So we jump here, and then if this condition is true, we jump to A. And if you are jumping, if you arrive at A means accepted, and you have to count the number of those that are accepted. But this was for the part 1 of the problem, which I finished. But now for part 2, you need to take into account not specific parts, like so, not specific data, like so. You need to compute the number the complete number of all possible combinations of this that will end up in A, that will end up as accepted. And the range is for each of those values, so X, M, A, and S, it can range from 1 to 4,000. And you have to reach this big number for example, for the example, that counts all the possible combinations. And so now, instead of having a part that has those attributes, I'm having a part range that has a start to the range of possible values and an end to the end, to the end of possible values, to the range of possible values. And I start all of those as 1 and end all of those as 4,000, and I will recursively split that range according to the rules, according to the small program they are giving me. And now I'm about to do a crime against humanity and copy-paste 10 lines of code a bunch of time. So let's do this, and this. And then it's M, A, and S. So here we need it for S, X by M. Here S, X by A. And here we replace X by S. Yes, I think that is correct. I mean, of course, I have no clue if this is actually correct. And I think I need to do else if here. I mean, I guess that doesn't matter, but slightly more optimized. So if the rule is lower than, we create a new part range that is equal to the current one, and then we modify this one so that X end is equal to the condition value. Yes. We recursively go count accepted, and we modify the current one, so the one that didn't validate the condition, to do this. Okay, that looks okay. I need to empty, and I need to not return 0 at the end. I need to return count. That's it. Huh? Count, yes. Yeah, I think this is correct. fmt print ln count. I mean, of course, it's never correct on the first try. Yes, I have 0. Let's go. No, that was an ironic. Let's go. Why is it 0? Why is it 0? So I return 0 when it's rejected. Otherwise, I return this. Do we ever hit this, for example? Let's see. So we do hit this, and when we hit this, what is the part range? And the part range is like a decent amount. Count plus equal. Count plus equal. It is plus equal all the time. Why is it? Let's remove this print. It never reaches the. Oh, okay, yeah, because it eventually reaches this, so I need to do count plus like so. That looks like a big number, but it's not the big number I want. But it's almost this. So I'm missing something. I am missing some combinations, but so this is never reached actually. So I should do a panic. Undefined. Let's do it like so. This shouldn't. Yeah, this is never executed. So let's see. Let's see this big number. And I'm still working on the example, right? Oh no, this is input. Let's check with the example. Oh, actually this is almost right. Let's see. So the output that I get is this. Actually, let's do Python, and this is my output, and the actual output I want is this. So I have a difference of only, yeah. I mean, it's at least 1 trillion, I think. So I think this is like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So millions, billions, trillions, okay. Up. This is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 millions, billions, trillions. So okay, I already have the trillions right, but then I have a discrepancy. I still have a small difference. I mean, a small difference. I have 100 billion in difference, so small is relative, but you know. And so my answer is lower than, yes, lower than the actual thing I'm supposed to get. What if I start at 0 instead of starting at 1? Oh, this looks better. This is closer to the original number. What if I do this? This is too much. This is too much. This is almost correct. Let's see. Python. So this is my answer. This is the correct one. Now I only have a difference of 50 billion instead of 100. Oh là là. So my methodology is correct. Do I need to increase the length of the range by 1 by any chance? I mean, I'm doing a bit of random stuff right now, but yeah, this is too random, and I'm actually going away from it now. But now I have 50 million too much. Before I had 100 billion too little. I wonder if I should maybe keep starting at 1. So I have my answer like this. Okay. I think this is correct, huh? But I would like to make sure that is this different? No, this is exactly the same. So end is always lower than start. Actually, let me assert that because I don't want to fall in any traps. Should be greater than apart range x start. What was the thing? M A S S A M. Okay, that's good. So if it's rejected, we return 0. That's perfect. If it's accepted, we return the combination of all of those. That does look correct to me, huh? So let's do my example of Python. So the thing was 4000 times exponent 4. But the thing is, if I do on the basic one, so this, it will be every time 4000 minus 1. So it will actually be not the correct value. It will be this. So, do they say each of the 4 rating can have an integer value ranging from a minimum of 1 to a maximum of 4000. Do they say if it's inclusive or exclusive? All of them? I guess it's always inclusive when they say it like this. It's tricky because I don't really have any clue on... I mean, I guess it's when I do end or start here, I should do like... I think because here I actually duplicate one combination by doing this. So I think I should... I should do end equal to this minus 1 here, and here plus 1. Minus 1, plus 1, minus 1, plus 1. Yeah, that makes sense, right? Yeah, I think it does. Minus 1, plus 1, and that's it. Let's see. This is a bit too low, and then I include the 0 to include the number 1. And this is almost there. What if I include the other one as well? Oh, this is close. This is close. This is close. Close. Unknown field. My little brother burst into laughing watching your thumbnail. Ooh, Drunk Santa. Yeah, it's a representation of myself solving those problems. Because I'm not extremely good at it. Might as well be drunk. And if your little brother is young enough, tell him that real Santa is actually like this as well. So when he comes through the chimney, actually offering him milk or some shit like this, or cookies, doesn't work. You need to give him a bottle of Jack, and then you get really cool presents. So yeah, that's a free tip for your little brother. I'm so close. I'm so close to succeeding in this thing. I only have like 1 billion of discrepancy. This is the actual answer. So I have the three first one, but I still have like 1 billion. Where am I getting this wrong? Where am I getting this wrong? So, if the rule says lower than, we create a range below, and we shift the end of it to the condition value -1. Yeah, because if it's greater or equal, then the condition value, we want to put that on start x, and we want to continue. Ah là 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 là. Is there any chance that if I increase this by 2, I will get the correct one? Nope. Not at all. And actually, I don't think those ones should be like so. La, 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 la. Rule in workflows currently. It must be like a stupid thing. Return counts plus count accepted. And then we go rule, jump, part range. What if I comment out half of it? Almost, huh? Almost. Almost. So I need 1 billion more combinations. Need 1 billion more. No, that's too much. That is too much. I really think I need to do the -1 and +1. Huh? Oh. Ah, fuck, almost. Now the billions are correct. But now this should be a 0, not a 9. So this is the answer and this is my answer. So I have millions, 83 billion. Actually, yeah, I solved the 100 billion, but not the billions. So 83 billion in difference. I think those -1 and +1s are correct. And am I too high? I am slightly too high. I'm slightly too high. But this I have already tried. Yeah, and then it's too low. This is too low as well. And this is almost. Almost. Oh, I'm missing. Oh, fuck me. I'm missing +1 here. I am missing a +1. What if I do this? No, this is slightly too low. So I just got lucky. Feels bad, man. The example, is there any tricky values? Not really. I do if this is lower than means x cannot be part of it. If it's greater than, it cannot be part of it either. So if it's greater than, we do +1 on the start. Otherwise we do -1 on the end if it's lower. Yeah, that sounds perfect to me. That sounds perfect to me. So let's double check that I'm doing the right thing. So this x and x start, x and start. This is m everywhere. This is a, this is a, this is s, this is s. Okay. Dum 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 dum. Rating label. Ah, da, 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 da. Can I maybe do 1 here and 4,000 here? Yeah. And so this will be lower. Yeah. But then I do at the very end, I do +1 on all of those. This is slightly too high. Slightly too high. What if I have 4,000 everywhere? Oh! Oh, yes! Let's go! Let's go! That is a correct answer, I think. Yes, this is exactly what I want. Ah, finally. Okay, and now we pray that the actual input works as well. Okay, and so the first one is actually still correct. Please don't let me suffer. Yeah, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Let's fucking go. Alright. Okay, it was a bit wobbly till the end. Like I wasn't, and this copy pasting is disgusting, but yeah, I think I got it down. So you have the ranges that start like this, but I'm still not sure why I needed to do. I mean, I understand that there is tricks with inclusive, exclusive ranges, and so on, but yeah, not 100% sure what happened. All right, finally. Do I bother refactoring this because I'm hungry? I am hungry. I am hungry. Let's make sure that I can valgrind this, maybe. But I have no memory leaks, and that's nice. And it is fast enough, and the only very ugly thing is this. Is there a way to get fields from string? Field. If the fields are comparable, or field selector. Or a field selector of an addressable struct. What was it? Address operator. Building fields, yes, adding fields, using fields, struct fields. Okay. Yeah, it would surprise me if you could access the fields of a string with a string. Yeah. Yep. And this is always a slightly different. This is the kind of stuff that is very annoying to refactor or generalize. So yeah, let's just not do it because I'm already happy I solved this problem. I'm already happy I solved this problem. Alright. I think I will end the stream now. Finally, a day that I succeeded. I broke the curse of day 18 and 17. That makes me happy. And yeah, day 20 is next. Day 20 is next. Alright. See you, well, I guess maybe not tomorrow because tomorrow I am going back to visiting my parents. But yeah, maybe tomorrow night. Let's see.